Welcome to Wealthy Muslim Woman Podcast, a resource for Muslim women to learn about money, how to create it, grow it, and to protect it. Money is easy. All that's needed is the right mindset. I'm your host, Dr. Saima Ali, with life coaching tools to truly help you create wealth in all areas of your life. Welcome to another episode of Wealthy Muslim Woman Podcast. It has been an interesting couple of weeks, lots of developments. So as you are aware, I launched my first online course 6 weeks ago. And being that this was my first launch, I wanted to be there for any unexpected technology or other issues that may come up. And of course, due to Corona and so many other things that have happened this year, hurricane, loss of power for days, I did not get time to record my podcast in advance. So I didn't have any episodes left and I really wanted to concentrate on the course. So I decided to take a little break, but it's been, really interesting and I'm glad that I enjoyed that experience. And first of all, like this whole entrepreneur journey has been interesting in itself. And I'd love to dedicate and talk about it more in the future. It's not easy as some people make it sound. And the main reason why businesses fail is that people do not have the right mindset. And as you are aware, I was also doing the life coach certification. So that was also finishing up, and that truly has been an asset where I learned to have the right mindset tools and to keep going. So it was the best $18,000 that I spent on life coaching certification. So that also it finished last week. Actually, last week was my first class, and official certification day is the 14th. So amazing journey there, then amazing journey with the first launch. I got amazing feedback from all the people that were enrolled and great testimonials. So I'll be sharing all that with you guys. So in terms of what is important in life, and the first thing that we should be investing in is our own health. So both psychological, I think psychological is very important, and then physical as well. But if you don't have the right psychological mindset, then it is hard to concentrate on the physical aspects as well. And then, of course, having the time to dedicate to your brain to relax and to do yoga and to do meditation and other things. And then the last but not least, of course, money, because money helps us get all those other things. So money helps us create time for ourselves that we could dedicate to take care of ourselves. So all those things are really, truly amazing and needed. But if I could put kind of an order on what's more important, I would say first our brain health, then the time we have, because time is a source that's it's a scarce source that once it's gone, we're never gonna get it back. And then money to help us create more time for ourselves. So in this episode, let's talk about how money is created. So all these are tools or ideas that I learned through my coaching programs that I've been doing for the past couple of years to work on myself, and then also through the certification program. So one of the most interesting topics that we talked about was, how is money created? And well, the answer, of course, is that everything starts from a thought. You have a thought about how much money you want, and that's usually the first step. And then if you've seen that documentary, it's not documentary, The Secrets. It's on Netflix, The Secret, and it tells you like what the biggest secret in the universe is and how only some people know that secret and how we can all use it. And the main focus of the documentary was thought. But thought by itself does not actually help you create money, right? So you can sit and dream about having $1 million or whatever amount that you want, but it probably won't come true unless you take certain actions to get there. So, I mean, yes, you could win lottery, but even to win lottery, you would have to go and buy a ticket. And, if it is around the number that you want, then yes, you could get it. And maybe inheritance, but that's also something that has to be worked on getting the title under your name or the other things, right? So unless you take actions, you do not get what you plan on getting in your head. So, and the main reason that is we take actions from our feelings. So we do things or avoid doing things because of the feelings that we are having. And our feelings are created by our thoughts. So we can have a thought that money is easy and I can create $1 million and feel motivated and try to go get that done. And or we could have opposite thoughts. So when the first thought pops up that you want to have $1 million, that most of the time your brain will offer you all the negative thoughts that are associated with it. So it'll tell you that, well, that's too hard, or nobody we know has done that, so it's impossible. And obviously, these are thoughts, and if you have these negative thoughts, then they can lead to being unmotivated, and we want to avoid discomfort in our life. So we stop taking the actions that are needed. Our brain likes to think from the past, but to create something in the future, we have to think from the future. So, how have others been able to create money? Oprah didn't just sit there thinking, it won't be possible, so I must stop now. And we have, other negative feelings that are surrounding money that'll come up, such as, what will people say? Am I being greedy? Will people think I'm greedy if I'm talking about money all the time? Will I lose my friends that I have because after I gain money because they'll think I'm too rich or something? And this is all these thoughts is where life coaching tools really come in to help you first to uncover these thoughts. A lot of times these are subconscious and we're not even aware. We have over 65,000 thoughts in a day. So a lot of times these things pop up and we start feeling, the motivation is gone, other things are happening, and we don't even recognize that these are the thoughts that we're having that are causing this damage to us. And once we uncover them, once we become aware of them, then we can direct our brain in the right direction, in the direction that we want to go to. Otherwise, it likes to look to the past and rely on the past to do things in the future. So if something didn't work in the past, it's going to tell you that doesn't work. We're not going to do that again. And instead of being encouraging and doing all those things. And for me, it was interesting experience to look at my past, or actually to look at my current status, where I am right now, and what I was thinking about money success when I was growing up. So the thoughts that I had when I was growing up is that you have to study hard, you have to go to college, you have to go to graduate school, you have to work long hours, and then my capacity to have, or the money that I was going to create, was $250,000 to $300,000 a year. And the way I was going to get there was by being a physician in a specialty that was desired. And then I had to save that money and invest it. And all these thoughts that I had while I was growing up, while I was in high school, in college, they helped me create the present that I am living right now. And in the future, my goal is really to show that it's possible to make a couple of hundreds of thousands of dollars, but also millions of dollars in a year. And there are many others people who are doing it. So why can't, one of us do it? And also, in addition to, so I'll be launching my course again for the second time in the next week or two. And in the course, we discuss really go in depth in all the actions that you need to take to create the money and invest it and grow it, but also the mindset on creating it. And in addition to the course, I'll also be offering one-on-one coaching to really help you look at your brain and see which thoughts you are having, and then if those thoughts are serving you. So I'll drop a link for both my online course and for the coaching program in show notes. So do check them out. And in other stock market news, interesting news from the stock market, Tesla did not make it on the S&P 500 index list. So it was a lot of speculation around that it's going to make it on the list, but it did not, which was not a complete surprise for me, even though I have not looked at their financial statements in detail. But I had a feeling that it was quite volatile, like the prices were jumping up, down throughout the year. And it seems like it was very overvalued stock. But maybe next time the administration or people running the company can improve some of the things, and maybe it'll be joining the S&P 500 at the next evaluation. But that was interesting. And yeah, that's it for today. So it was all about how to create money, and we create money with our thoughts and the feelings that we generate from the thoughts we have, and then the actions we take. So actions is the most important aspect. Actions help us get the results. So if you want that result of $1 million, then you have to take some actions. And we will take actions or avoid taking actions based on the feeling that we're having. And feelings are created by our thoughts. Okay, until next time. Bye.